Good evening. I'm now going to prepare the additions to the stew for tonight. First up, I've got some lentils, red ones this time. Not as much as yesterday, but my thinking is that I should be adding in about as much stuff as I want to take out, and this is more than I'm going to take out because I don't imagine I'll eat more than 2 cups of it at once. But about a half a cup roughly of red lentils, and I'll get some more water to add to that, but I'll get that at the tap that is down at the oven. And I've got a couple more of these little potatoes here, just chop them up not too seriously, that will do it, and like that, and that one the same. And an onion. Again, this is more than I'm going to eat in one day, but I think onion will give it some good flavour, so it's good to start off with a second one to add to the one I put in yesterday, which I will be eating some of today. So something like that. And this is how I cut onions without crying. You've got to keep them all together like that. So if you don't smell the inside cut surface, then you're not going to cry. So we have that. And we'll cut the leek. This is, yeah, more than it needs to have in it for eating purposes, but for the sake of building up the stew, I'm just going to add in some fairly similar ingredients and see where that gets us by tomorrow. So yeah, just a little bit more leek here. Yes, I have been eating dark chocolate orange today. I was doing editing, so I totally earned it. So you can, myself editing, that is. I find it harder to edit myself than my editing clients. How's that? So yes, I totally deserve the chocolate. So I was telling you yesterday about the heating in the rooms. This is the geothermal radiator here, and it's got city water in it that is heated by the geothermal water in a heat exchanger sort of situation. And after that happens, it then goes into the geothermal pools, which I will show you at some stage. So that's us about ready, I think, and I'm going to take down a big stirrer to stir in that miso that I put in yesterday, and also a ladle to dish some out for myself. Oh, and I'm also going to need some tongs and a fork, because like I said, that pork has got bones in it, and I'm going to dig through it and make sure it's all safe to eat before I mix it with the soup. So that is going to happen shortly. Alrighty, let's head down there. That lot over there because I'm going to take out the food that I'm going to eat before I put the new food in, because that's not going to be cooked till tomorrow at this rate. Well, late tonight, but I don't need it then. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Alright, gosh, it's a bit dark tonight, eh? Well, I got carried away with editing, but that is a good thing. So, at least when it comes to that book project, I finished that book nearly 5 years ago, and it's really about time it saw some light of day. But I have today finished the edit and sort of made a blurb for it, so yay! Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take my stirrer and I'm going to mix in that miso that I added in yesterday because it was still frozen. It couldn't be mixed, but it will not be frozen anymore, I don't think, after it's been in there more than 24 hours. As you can see that it's darker than the video I did yesterday. Alright, let's give it a go. I don't really want to lift it out of there if I can help it, But as you can see, there's a lot of steam coming out. I'm just going to try and keep my face away from that. You won't really be able to see what's in the pot. I'll just sort of lean over and take the lid off and give it a stir around. There's our little pot of, oh, I can't see a thing, pork chops. You see there? There we go. So I'll have to dig around for the bones and that, but I'll stir this first. Oh, can't see a thing. So, as you might imagine, I can't actually tell at all if I manage to stir in the miso, but I give it a jolly good go anyway. So I'm going to take my pork over here to the little table and have a dig in it for the bones. That's better. Don't know if you can still hear me because the steam is pretty noisy, but the light is better. So here is our pork. That's just how it comes out of the steamer. There's nothing else in there, only pork, and it's got a lot of juices in there too. So I pulled out the bones. I hope I got all of them. And I'm just going to mix that in. So this is my dinner for tonight. I'm gonna get some out. Pop it back in this pot. And there we have it. We'll take another look at that back at the house. And here's the new stuff going in. It's definitely going to need more water, it's very thick. So yeah, I think that's about 3 more cups I'm putting in there. Alright, so there we go. A little bit closer look at our stew. It doesn't look like much, does it? It's kind of all become much of a muchness, and that's after one day. So, I don't know if our stuff is going to end up being cooked just too much, but we've got our leeks in there and our onions, our potato and kumara from yesterday, and those yellow lentils. So you notice I'm holding this with my hand. The pots do cool down quite rapidly when they come out of the steamer. So just so let's see what this is like, eh? Smells good. Smells very strong. I think it's from cooking it this long. That's got depth already. And they say that you need a stew to be mature before it has depth of flavour in this cooking technique. But this has got a lot of flavour already, so it doesn't even need any salt or anything really. So it's a bit more mushy than I was hoping for. I stirred it around to get that miso stirred through, but anyway, there we go. Alright, I'll stick to the ribs. Alrighty. Have a good night and I'll see you next time.